Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to the banks of the Mississippi River, Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium in Memphis, home to the Memphis Tigers. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Cincinnati Bearcats, taking on a team from the American, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bearcats offense will get the ball first. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Oh, he's got some space. Let's take a minute and talk about Cincinnati. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And the Bearcats get enough for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. The give to the tailback. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Bunch formation for these receivers. Walker to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Chunked it away just as he was hit.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Going for it all. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Bearcats will punt it away on 4th down. Looks as if they might have a little something going on that drive, but they'll have to kick it. The Tigers offense has the ball for the first time. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
He makes a catch. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down to the 37. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love the catch radius release on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Catch in the middle, it's Keys. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Tries again to get it in. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard.
Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Walker will fire. Got his man on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man downfield. He's loose down the middle. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30+. And the Bearcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. The Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he's dragged down. The Bearcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. We've reached the break, and Memphis is holding on to the lead. And we've reached the end of 1. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Bearcats! A great catch and run for 6. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man. It's Smith. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it on the outside. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. They are really clicking along, 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Memphis picking up the tempo. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And I love the decision by the quarterback, finding his playmaker, getting him the football quickly so that he can make something happen after the play and get 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Walker to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line. You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now, you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Motion from the wideout. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the 1st down. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain. And the Bearcats will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. And the returner is stopped. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Offense changing the play. Going right to work up top. He's got him. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the 1st down. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Tees. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Defense is locked in this game so far. They've been shutting this offense down. I think one of the biggest reasons why is they are not letting this running back do anything in this game. They're trying to make them one-dimensional. They're being physical close to the line of scrimmage. They've had a really good game plan, and they are executing beautifully.
He's got it. First down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got a man. It's Johnson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Memphis wants to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Steps away to find some room. He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it first and goal. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Trying play action. Still looking on the move. Quarterback gets the first down. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're working that left side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Touchdown, Memphis! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get me.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
The trend can... for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together, and a fun first half between these rivals. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, Ben. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in this second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The short hands, it's Keys. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed in the middle, it's Keys. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. Memphis just keeps moving the chains on this drive. They're set up with another first down. Give to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Clemens.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on third and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass, and they forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Walker will fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. First and 10 from the 32. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Snagged out of the air. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
A really nice job by the quarterback, putting some extra heat on that throw. The defensive back, I'm going to drive to that curl, try to get there really quick to try to break up the pass, but when the QB puts it that hard on the money with that much accuracy, really hard route to defend.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Tuggle. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Bearcats. Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Turns on the Jets. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They've got this defense reeling after that last play. Now it's 1st and 10 inside the 15. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Memphis.
Down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the second half.
Memphis picking up the tempo. A first down run on the doorstep. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Memphis.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after.
On for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in CUSA is so very critical. How about this one today? Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by just 4 to Jacksonville State. Just another week of Conference USA football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Walker to throw. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold offense.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. They'll run play action. Powers through the defender. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Lofts one high and deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Bearcats line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Gets the back moving. Gets it to the back. Still running at the 35. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll move the wide receiver. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with the first down. They just keep firing. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
I like the aggressive nature by this offense. Everything screams run. First down and goal. Gonna run the football? No. They don't run the football. They stay aggressive. But the quarterback...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Walker will fire. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. There he goes. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Defense in press coverage. Off-play action on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. They're going to run it. Smashes through the tackle. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Cincinnati! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet, 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you who makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point was good.
Memphis 35, Cincinnati 21.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Wide open makes the catch. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time player.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out in the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Walker to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Bearcats are in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get...
Breaks into the open. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Wants to fire on second down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. And the Bearcats are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Jackson. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. He goes out of bounds after picking up a few at the 35-yard line.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
Gonna look downfield again. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Walker will fire. Oh, they're after him. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today, too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very...
He's got it inside the 25. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Walker to throw. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your complete.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Good enough for a 1st down. Let's go. Break.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going